everybody, welcome back to Country Girl. Today I am going to do a cooking video. I wasn't planning on doing this, and I always just go home and end up cooking and then realize after I'm cooking, you know what, I ought to do a video on this. So I apologize that I've already got most of this started, but I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm basically going to make some soup. It's raining today, and anytime it rains I always get in the mood to make soup. So a lot of times when I make soup, I try and do it when I need to use up some stuff that I've got in the refrigerator that I don't want to go bad. And most of the time I don't have any kind of particular recipe. It's just something I start throwing stuff together because it sounds or looks neat or good to me, and then I find out whether or not it tastes good. So being that I don't know how this is going to taste, hopefully it will end up being good. Here on the stove right now I have got some cabbage that's cooking, and I do like to put cabbage in a lot of my soups. First I had started out thinking that I might make potato soup of some kind, and then, you know, when I started putting all this other stuff together, I was like, well, maybe not. Basically what I did was I just cut up a leftover head of cabbage that I had from some slaw that I had made the other day. Put it in here with some butter and a little bit of olive oil, and then I sprinkled it with salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, and also some chicken base. And then over here I had a yellow pepper, I had some onions that was left over that I had already chopped up, and I had some carrots that was left over that I had already chopped up for a salad or something that we made the other day. So I went ahead and put some butter and olive oil in here and started cooking my carrots and my yellow pepper first, just because it takes a lot longer to get those softened. And then after it cooked for a little while, I did add the onions to that. And then I put in some salt and pepper in here as well. And then I added some curry powder. I really like the taste of curry powder. So I just thought that'd be something, you know, good to put in. Over here I've got my potatoes boiling. So once they get done boiling, then I'm going to take the skins off of those. Of course, dump that water out, and then I'm going to mash those potatoes up. I'm going to add my cabbage, and I'm going to add my vegetables back here to the mixture. And then I'm probably just going to either add some chicken broth. Well, I'm probably most likely going to add some chicken broth. Or I will just put some water in there and add some more chicken base to make chicken broth. And mix that all together. I hadn't decided at this point what else I'm going to add. It just depends on how it tastes and what it comes out as. I'm just going to give y'all more of a close-up because I know you couldn't really see well when I had the camera before. But I put these vegetables on low because they're pretty much cooked. And my potatoes are not. So I need to wait for my potatoes to get done. And I don't want to burn these. It just smells so good. And then, you know, there's my cabbage. And it's pretty much frying up, but the steam is, you know, cooking that so that that gets nice and soft. And then there's my potatoes that's boiling. Okay, so basically what I did was I just poured everything that I had in this pan into this one. And let me just tell you, I mean, you could eat this just like this and not even make a soup out of it. And I have tasted it, and it is delicious. So over here I went ahead and drained the water off my potatoes, and then went ahead and took the skin off of them. I'm going to mash these up, and I'm probably not going to mash them up and, you know, too mushy, because I'm going to probably leave a little bit of chunks, just because this particular type of soup, I think I want to have more chunky type vegetables in. So after I get those done, then I'm going to add everything together, and then I'm going to pour my chicken broth in and reheat everything up until it's nice and hot. Okay, so as you can see, everything is nice and mixed up in here. And now I'm just going to pour my chicken broth in. And the amount of chicken broth you want to use is up to you. It just depends on how much liquid versus, you know, chunkiness you want in your soup. So, you know, just kind of like decide how you want to do it. And these potatoes are probably going to soak up a lot more of that liquid. So I'm probably going to end up using like the whole entire thing of this. And if you don't have any chicken broth on hand, or you don't have enough, then you can always, like I said, just add water and then put some chicken base, or you can actually use chicken bouillon in your mixture or your soup to give it that chicken flavor. So I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to get that nice and heated up, and then I might have to add a little bit more salt and pepper. It just depends on how it tastes, but I'll let you know. Alright, so my soup is heating up. It's time for me to eat some of this. Just want to let you know with this soup, something I thought about while I was dishing this out is if you wanted to add a little bit of meat to yours, either, I don't know, Polish sausage, Italian sausage, or even like Jimmy Dean sausage, cooked and chopped up would be really good in something like this. I have another recipe for soup that I eat sometimes that is actually made with cabbage and sausage. It is really good, so that would be something good that you could add to this if you wanted to, but like I said, I didn't tonight. This is just all my vegetables. It's probably the shortest video I've ever done. I apologize that I didn't, show me adding all this, but it's basically just sauteing your vegetables, putting everything together with some chicken broth, seasoning it a little bit, and heating it up. So I'm getting ready to eat, sit down and relax and eat some of my soup and watch Anne with an E on Netflix. I had started watching it a while back and cut it off and just didn't get back into it, and then I got through the first 2 or 3 episodes and it ended up being a really good little show. So now I'm on season 2 and I'm going to sit down with my soup and enjoy watching that. I hope y'all have a great evening, and I'll see you next time. Bye.